What is going on YouTube? Hater back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, as well as the S&P 500. Hopefully, you guys had an awesome July 4th, lots of fireworks, but what we need to talk about is kind of in regards to what was going on yesterday. Now, when we have holidays, the stock market is closed. That's what happens here. And typically, people are distracted from doing their daily routine, and that causes the stock market, usually cryptocurrency, to kind of sit on the back burner, which is what we saw happen yesterday. Within that, volume kind of tapered down. We didn't see much movement, and the markets are kind of following suit. And as you guys can see clear as day here, XRP has pretty much been doing what we kind of expected here. Same thing with Ethereum, and the same thing with Bitcoin, and even the S&P 500. S&P is closed, not seeing much movement. Bitcoin tapering down from its uptrend here, something we have to pay attention to. We have Ethereum here, which is being held by a sliver, by the skin on its teeth, in regards to potentially breaking lower here. And we have XRP, which is steadily holding support here. We don't look too bad though, but we'll see how we decide to play out in a little bit. We have to go over all this stuff very soon. I made a video yesterday talking about the fact that we are seeing what I believe is the start of what could be a textbook breakout to the upside here. Whether or not that falls yesterday, obviously, is we're going to push this over to today and maybe tomorrow here, specifically because the markets were closed here. But I'd like to see how the next couple days react to the idea that the breakout is going to come from these kind of descending flags that we're starting to see here. That's kind of where my head's at, and hopefully same thing with you. But with that all being said, definitely make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and let's jump into today's episode. So what is it that I mean that I'm talking about? So yesterday we made a video super early. Obviously, it was July 4th, so I don't expect many people to watch the video, as nobody really did, and this was kind of the prediction here that we're not going to see much people on the internet. I mean, I think I didn't even go on my phone the entire day, which is pretty insane, until like the end of the day here. Because I was busy and everybody was busy. So we don't see much movement within the markets. Now that everybody's back getting into the grind here, people are going to start going back on to the computers, doing their daily, routines, and paying attention to the markets here. And we're going to see that volume probably tick off today, if not starting tomorrow here. But as you guys can see, we've been tracking what I believe was a beautiful kind of descending flag here on an Elliott impulse wave that confirmed correction above a major resistance here. And I believe that's going to help us slide to the upside. Now you can see in the markets here, we're seeing exactly that. A lot of consolidation across the board. We're up 2.24%, or sorry, we're down 2.24%, and we're pretty much just kind of floating. You can see what we did move up 2 days ago is kind of pulling back down yesterday. Same thing with Ethereum, BNB, XRP, Cardano, Doge, like everything's kind of flatlined out. And we're down about 2 to 3% across the board here, but I'm really not worried. We haven't given any signs yet that would confirm a short opportunity or a drop in the markets just yet. We're close. Like I said, the skin on our teeth is holding itself up on XRP and some of these other cryptos, but we don't look too bad. We got very close to stop loss. We got very close to hitting and getting stopped out of here, but we didn't do that just yet. So what I mean by that is on XRP over the past couple of weeks here, going on honestly the past couple of months, we've been tracking kind of descending flags here. This was the first one, which broke us bullish, started in, when was this? In January. We had the second one right here, Elliott impulse wave downwards here. You can see the downwards flagpole. We broke bullish yet again. And here's the third one here, which took a little bit shorter of a time period, but we broke to the upside, as you guys can see here. So as we're continuing this run to the upside here, we discussed, are we going to be heading lower? Are we going to be heading higher? Not entirely sure, but we started to see a lot of uncertainty, a lot of swinging, a lot of volatility here, a lot of volume spikes, but we also had a moving average of support, an uptrend of support, a price floor of support here. You can see why this blue band is acting like such a solid level of, support, and it's been acting very nicely in regards to holding the price up there. So we said, okay, if we break through the yellow band here, this is the opportunity to buy in, and that's what we did. We bought in right at about 48 cents. We're very close to getting stopped out, but we're not just yet. We got very close to doing so here, and I'm still a strong believer that there is chance of correction here. We haven't seen anything just yet close us below our floor here. I'd say very solidly this kind of sideways channel is definitely the one to be paying attention to here. You can see in the past where it's acted as a price floor, where it's acted as a price ceiling. So that's what we're keeping an eye on here. But I do believe we should hopefully break through that and head up, as we've said numerous times, and I said it literally in yesterday's video. I mean, I can find it here. I'll just mess around with it and we'll go back to see what exactly I was talking about here. But I said in yesterday's video really quickly that we typically tend to see on XRP, it's not just a moonshot to the upside here. We don't just explode to the upside here. Every time we've seen that breakout, it's usually in line with about a week of consolidation, which hopefully you guys remember. You can see here, as I said in yesterday's episode, consolidation usually takes place the second we break through the yellow band here, and it's happened consistently the past 2 times here. About a week of consolidation once broken through the ascending flag or the descending flag here, and you can see we are doing the exact same thing today. Now, if anything, this is a shorter moving, a shorter descending flag here, so maybe this will be shortened too, but you can see right off the breakout, we rejected, fell, then we exploded here. So to literally take this and transfer it to where we're doing now is very similar here. So I believe that this is probably it, and now we're going to start to see a swing to the upside here. Unless proven otherwise, if we break through 47 cents here and we close below 47, then maybe we could switch to a short. But at the time being, I'm still very bullish on the possibilities of XRC seeing a swing to the upside here. Yesterday's video, we kind of talked about this. I don't know where we could see it right here. I just highlighted it. You can see, let me just get the sound off here, where I circled each one had this kind of period of consolidation here. We broke through the yellow band of resistance here, but we had each kind of period you could see of consolidation in the beginning on each one. We waited about a week before we saw any sort of, breakout to the upside here. It took a little bit of consolidation before we saw any sort of big swing to the upside here. And I'm in belief that that's the same thing that's going to happen. You can watch yesterday's video in comparison and you can see where we talked about that repeating itself here. So give it a few more days just to consolidate here. We are still in a trade, but I do believe we are still headed up. Now, obviously, we do all these trades on BidFi, the #1 cryptocurrency leveraging exchange that I like to use here on the channel. As you can see, I do support BidFi very much so because they have been the best exchange that I've used, in my opinion, over the past 2.5 years. Now, they did just tweak their website here, and I'm hoping that they're going to tweak it again because I'm not a huge fan of how these lines look and the fonts here. So hopefully they fix that because I kind of liked how it looked before. But even then, I think they are in the process of updating stuff. I'm sure they are here. But they do offer XRP, which makes them stand out compared to all the other cryptocurrencies here. Let me know if your BidFi account looks like this too, so I know it's not just me, or I'm just going to access this on another browser here, but it's happened before, and then it usually goes back, so we'll see. But the best part about BidFi is the fact that they offer XRP. Not many exchanges offer XRP to trade around with here. You're only stuck with Bitcoin, Ethereum, and some of the other altcoins. Nobody's had XRP besides BidFi, which is why I've been using them for so long. This is where we've been able to make some very solid trades here. You can easily see where the uptrend is clear as day on this candle right here. You can see the uptrend. You can see pretty much this kind of downtrend that's forming here. We are, without a doubt, forming some sort of symmetrical triangle. We are finding some sort of uptrend. The top is debatable here, but there is an uptrend without a doubt that we've been holding on to and moving upwards. So I'm very excited to see how this pans out and how this moves later on here. Obviously, this is where we've been making the trades: buy long, sell short, leverage trade, create stop losses, take profits. Literally everything you can think of is offered on BidFi, including the fact that they have a demo account, which gives you $100,000 to test your skills completely free. So not only can you sign up completely free to BidFi down in the description below, you can trade around risk-free, test your skills, get familiar with the platform, and then if you're ready, you get 5 or 6 solid trades. You could pretty much switch over to the live account and use your real cryptocurrency to make money. If you can get some solid trades, then kind of what what type of trader you are here. Even more so, you can test out our trades that I make using the BidFi account, which is what I recommend always, using the demo account if you wanted to test the trades that I make here against yourself here. So I think we're going to see a swing to the upside here. You can enter a long position with very little leverage here to the upside on XRP using the demo account to test your skills and to test my skills on how these platforms form. But besides that, another really cool feature BidFi offers is they are offering up to $2,888 completely free by signing up with the description down below and completing some of these very basic and easy test that I would recommend you doing anyway, just from signing up here. So make sure to check this out. Link is down in the description below. And with that being said, diving into the last of the cryptos, Ethereum, Bitcoin, and then we'll look at the S&P, which isn't really going to see much, but we are breaking to the upside on Ethereum here. We broke outside our Elliott impulse, something that we've been waiting for, this descending flag here. Once confirmed breakout above here, that's when we bought in. We have been swinging to the upside here. We are still in a profit from when we originally bought in at about 1890, maybe a little bit lower, maybe 1889. That's when we entered that trade position, and you can see we're still heading up. Bouncing off the top, which was a price ceiling for the longest time, had trouble breaking through. We're now using as a support, and I think that's going to bring us to the upside too. And lastly, looking at Bitcoin here, the coin that we were discussing buying into, which we kind of waited a little bit, mainly because we were hitting this price ceiling here. We discussed, yes, we do have kind of this symmetrical triangle forming here on the 4-hour, but we have a price ceiling which is much more aggressive and much more risky that we have to be paying attention to. And as you guys can clearly see as we fill in this gap here, we are retesting the top resistance here. We need to break through this resistance before we see any long to the upside here. If we had closed a daily candle above this resistance, that's what we could buy in long. Now, because we're seeing a closure below here, and granted, because we've been overbought for the longest time on the daily, if we close below where we currently are, there's a chance we could consolidate back to the downside here, which is another opportunity to take advantage of. So keep your eyes peeled on the markets. The S&P, I'm just waiting for us to dip. We need to dip. So we'll see if that happens. But with that all being said, definitely make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.